Did you guys know that there's going to be 7 retrogrades this summer? We're actually in a few of them now. So the first one we're actually in is Pluto retrograde. Pluto retrograde has went from Aquarius to Capricorn. So we're now in Capricorn, and this means that we're going to be analyzing and throwing ourselves into situations where we have to learn to validate ourselves. We are learning now to not be people pleasers. At the end of this transition, hopefully we will have a better relationship with our solar plexus chakra, and we will learn how to make decisions based on ourselves and not what other people think or want from us. Okay, the people that will learn through this transit the most will be the cardinal signs. It will be the Capricorn, the Cancer, the Libra, and the Aries. The second retrograde we are currently in is Saturn in Pisces. Saturn retrograde in Pisces is a transit where we're going to have to learn that goals are not only obtained by just sitting down and analyzing and being scheduled and being thorough and doing the work, but it's also, there's more to it. There is magic to that. There is a lot of blind faith. There is a lot of risk taking involved. Saturn retrograde in Pisces is going to be one of those placements where we're going to have to learn that. And you need to learn when to invoke more of your masculine side, and you need to know when to evoke more of the feminine side. This transit is going to help us to dig into our third eye chakra and our crown chakra as well. The people most affected by this retrograde will be the mutable signs. It will be the Pisces, the Gemini, the Sagittarius, and the Virgo. Of course, Sun in rising included. The next transit that we are currently in is Neptune in Pisces. There's going to be a lot of learning in regards to what is truly your intuition and what is your ego. So you need to know what are your spiritual cues. My spiritual cue is always with the body. My body will start throbbing in some places, and then I will know, like, if this is a message I have to give to someone. Maybe it's my ancestors contacting me. I have spiritual cues that I personally know. You as well need to know your own spiritual cues. So sometimes we're going to be saying messages, or we're going to say things out of our arse because we're going to think that this is a spiritual message, but it's not, which is why you have to pay attention to your cues, your spiritual cues. So this is a moment where, again, we're going to be working on our intuition, the third eye, but also for those who are finding that they are maybe battling with ego, please work on your root chakra. The placements that will be feeling it the most will be the mutable signs. Of course, Sun and risings included, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Okay, the next retrograde we are going to be in is the Venus in Leo. This happens to be my favorite retrograde so far, and that's because Leo is the sign of confidence. And so if it's in retrograde, a lot of us are going to be starving for attention, honey. You're going to be seeing the sexiest first straps on Instagram. This transit is here to just teach us about our confidence and our insecurity. We're going to learn if we do things out of confidence or if we do things out of insecurity. Venus retrograde also means that exes, old flames, all of that might be popping up, but this is a moment for us to really connect with our sacral chakra and our solar plexus chakra. The placements that are going to be feeling this the most will be the fixed signs, the Leos, the Aquariuses, Scorpios, and the Tauruses. Of course, we have a Mercury in Virgo retrograde happening, and this is going to be one of a lot of overanalyzation. It will force us to look into our health. It will force us to look into our work. It will force us to look into even our pets. We're going to be looking and scrutinizing and overanalyzing every situation that we're in. Mercury retrograde is literally whatever's in the subconscious comes to the conscious. And so this being in Virgo, in its home planet, in its sign, is double the analyzation, really and truly. What it's going to teach us is that we shouldn't be hung up over the small stuff, because Virgos are hung up on every single tiny detail. You don't need to be hung up on every single tiny detail. That's not how life works. You should be able to just live, breathe, eat, sleep without worrying about very tiny little things. So this is where the solar plexus is going to be tested. You need to have more confidence and less anxiety, and you'll be in a healthier place. Signs most affected by this, including Sun and rising, will be Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo and Gemini. The next retrograde that is going to happen is Uranus in Taurus. Now Taurus is known to be a very slow sign. You know, they do things very slowly. They make sure they gather everything before they even start anything. They're not a go type of pacing, right? But Uranus is a go type of pacing. This transit is really going to help us understand time a little bit better, time management a little bit better. Because it's going to force you to think like, did I use my freedom wisely? Have I used my time correctly? A lot of questions, because now you're starting to think like, why am I not doing more with my time? Or why am I doing too much with my time? When am I resting? This is really going to speak to your heart chakra. Are you using that more than other chakras? Is it out of balance? Or are you not using that part of energy at all? So, okay, placements that are going to be feeling this the most are the fixed signs, the Leo, the Aquarius, the Scorpio, and the Taurus. Last but not least, we have a Jupiter in Taurus. And I just want you to understand how great Jupiter in Taurus retrograde is actually going to be for us, and also what it's preparing us actually for. So this is a great transit for those people who spend very recklessly, because this is going to teach us to really budget, to really be realistic with our money, to be realistic with savings. And I really wanted to mention this because this is happening up until the end of the year, and the next year in numerology is actually the year of 8, and 8 is the number of money and management. So just look how delicious the divine made it for us, because we're actually going to be learning about money management during this transit. And then on top of that, after that transit is kind of over, we are now scooching into the next part of the year, which is all about money and management. So how perfect is it that the divine set that up so that we are all learning? And listen, things are getting more expensive. This is a moment for us to take these transits very seriously. And remember that these transits are not supposed to be a scary time. They are only here to exist to help us evolve and grow. But let us be completely honest with how we feel in these transits. Otherwise, we will not be growing or changing or doing anything of the sort, okay? My name is Tisha the Brave. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.